and I'm ready for traditions. I got here a little bit early as opposed to running late and getting lost. So I have like half an hour. So I'm gonna, I don't know, sit in the car a little bit, and then probably go in around quarter till. So I've got my professional blouse on and just some black slacks. And I am wearing makeup, but hopefully I just did it like I always did before when I worked here, so hopefully there's nothing wrong with it for Disney look. You can wear makeup as long as it's like a kind of a natural appearance. Yeah, so that's about it, and I will give my impressions later after the class is done.
Hello, welcome back. So today's installment will be about traditions and your first day of training. Now these days can go back to back or they can be very spread out. It really depends on your schedule individually. So if you're doing the program and it doesn't seem like your schedule is the same as your friend or your roommates, don't worry about it because it's very specific to you and your location. Today was actually my second day of training and my second day of work. Traditions is something that you get paid for, that's your first day of work, and mine just happened to be yesterday at 3 o'clock. Traditions is your orientation to the Walt Disney Company, and it's very long. It's about 8 hours. I have heard that some people, maybe if they haven't been separated from the company for very long, or if they're not first timers, I have heard they have slightly shorter traditions, but since I was separated for more than 6 months, I did an 8-hour class. And it sounds like a lot, but it's really fun. And my facilitators did a really good job of just kind of guiding us through the stuff that was maybe a little bit more business, a little more legal, and they just really made it fun and helped everybody understand. I can't really tell you everything about traditions, and I wouldn't want to because part of the fun of it is experiencing it for yourself for the first time. So I have my little notes down here. But one of the things you get at your traditions is your name tag. And I just realized that's going to be backwards, but whatever. It's my new name tag. So I'm very happy to officially have this and plan to wear it with pride. A few things I can tell you about traditions. It is your welcome to the company. You get to learn a lot about the history of Walt Disney World and Walt and Roy, like themselves and their journey, and kind of just how everything came to be. I'd imagine that for the other parks, obviously you learn more about those, but since my program is at Walt Disney World, that's kind of what we learned about. So it was really interesting to know that there are over 70,000 cast members and crew and Imagineers that work in Walt Disney World alone. Over 70,000, that's a lot. Like, there's a lot of us. You never know when a cast member's watching. No. There's 4 theme parks here, 2 water parks, and over 20 resorts, which is a lot. They said that the entirety of Walt Disney World encompasses over 40 square miles. And what's cool is some of that Walt designated specifically for conservation, because if you've ever visited Epcot or know anything about him in general, he believed in imagination and engineering and technology, but he also believed a lot in conserving and taking care of our planet and the environment. So I thought that was really neat. And we learned about the principles of the company, the visions and everything like that, and what makes Walt Disney World and Disney parks such a special place to work? What makes the magic and what's, really, really important, the driving force behind why we're all here, emulating Walt's vision and his beliefs and the people that followed, in his footsteps. So that's basically it about traditions. You do have to wear business or business casual clothing. I think this would be okay. I wore a jacket with it because I wasn't sure about the straps. There are a lot of guidelines that you can find on like the onboarding in the college program or the culinary program website. So I'm not going to get into those specifically, but keep your hair, makeup, clothing, jewelry, Disney look. And wear comfortable shoes because you'll be doing some walking, and I can't walk very far in heels at all. I can't last in heels for like more than 2 hours, so props to anyone who can. So that's about it for traditions. As far as what I did today goes, it was welcome to operations! Yay! It was really kind of more about how do the parks operate and the roles that you see in the parks kind of regularly. So I think it's generally just for everyone who's considered operations, which is, I think, most of us. So I happen to fall under the food and beverage area, but there's lots of different areas, so depending on what role you accept and where you get placed, your training will differentiate. So again, it was just, principles, safety, they're very important, things you need to know, being safe, being courteous, all those things that are very important for us working there and to provide the best and most exceptional service that we can to the guests. So it was, again, business clothes, just a lot of talking and learning. The way that they do things, though, is always like really cute and fun and interactive, and my facilitators today were really, really fun. We had lunch, and then some people went home, and some people went on to further training based more on their role, not necessarily their location, but like all us food and beverage people went and did this, and everybody else did that, and blah, 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 blah. And funny thing is, my food and beverage portion facilitators were two people that were trainers and I worked with at Be Our Guest, so it was really cute and fun to see them again, because, I don't know, it was just like, it's a small world. Like, it's really kind of strange. Oh, that was, food safety and yada yada yada. And it was, it was a long day. I'm not gonna lie. It was a good day, but it was long, and I'm looking forward to taking a shower and changing clothes and taking Hiccup for a walk or whatever I'm gonna do with the rest of my day, including maybe post these. So that will sum up this video. I'm gonna get to more exciting stuff, as time goes on. And I got my shoes today too. If you're food and beverage, they provide your shoes at no cost, your first pair. And that is so everyone has the 100% correct, safe pair of shoes. So we had to go to costuming and get those. So yeah, anyway, thanks for watching if you did. If not, that's cool too. And I will see you on the next one. All right, bye.